2 days ago, I did a story on a councilman in Ohio that wanted to do a three strikes rule for overdose victims because they are going out repeatedly over and over and over to the same people overdosing all week long. This story takes the entire cake, y'all. Thanks, Craig Jarrett, for sending the story. Police revive same man from an overdose 20 times. Can you imagine using Narcan on the same person 20 times because that's how many times they've overdosed? An Ohio police officer says one man has been revived from an overdose by naloxone 20 times by police. So that's 20 different calls because this person overdosed. But he still disagrees with a city councilman who asks if it's possible for emergency crews to stop responding to drug overdose calls. And these are repeat offenders. So it's not overall all drug overdose calls, just the repeat offenders. An Ohio police officer says one man has been revived with the opioid overdose antidote, naloxone, 20 times by police. But he still disagrees with a city councilman who asks if it's possible for emergency crews to stop responding to drug overdose calls. Dayton Police Major Brian Johns tells the Dayton Daily News law enforcement took an oath to protect life. Oh my goodness. Really? Well, y'all must have amnesia on them oaths when you're dealing with black folks. But okay. Comparing the situation to a first responder not doing CPR on an obese person because they have poor dietary habits. Middletown City Councilman member Don Pickard said last week arresting people who overdose increases the burden on taxpayers and strain the court system. You know, it's amazing how they react like grabbing one of these junkies and putting them in jail is like kryptonite. That's all they did during the crack epidemic and was happy to do it. But it's almost like a sin for them to even think about jailing these heroin addicts. You know why? Because it will automatically trigger white mass incarceration, and they know it. This is why they are doing everything going above and beyond not to mass incarcerate these heroin addicts, because they will literally be the only ones in jail. They'll be the biggest population there. Everybody else will be small in size. And they're not about to let that happen. They don't want to mass incarcerate caucasoids. But it's happening already. If you remember, I did a story on now white women are outnumbering black women in arrests. And a lot of it is due to the drug addiction because they end up committing crimes out of desperation and trying to get their hands on the drug. Pickard is standing by his comments. We need to put a fear about overdosing in Middletown. So there you have it. You got one man that have to be revised up to 20 times by the police because he has overdosed that many times. That is outrageous. Okay, I don't know how any city budget would survive, and I'm sure he's not the only one they have to go out to multiple times. That's why this councilman is making the suggestion. So you factor in all the other people that are repeat offenders and need Narcan several times in a week. That's outrageous. That is very expensive. And now you're talking about Narcan. The pharmaceuticals are now going up on the price on top of everything else. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comment section, everybody. Please leave your comments and subscribe. And if you can donate to this channel, please do. Peace, family.